right. We're on another one. Yeah, blessed enough to be on another one here. Yeah. Eagles Web. Eagles Web Boxing. Yeah, yeah. He back in here again. Yeah. Yeah, stream been messing up on me lately. Well, of course, I'm getting streams killed. You know, they killing my streams. Y'all already know it. You guys know how it go. You know they gonna kill Eagles Web streams. You already know that. You know they gonna kill my streams, man. They got my last one, man. I think it was wonderful, man. They just got me. Just hold on one second there. Yeah, they got me on that last one, man. That was straight up BS though. We're gonna talk about a little bit about it. Yeah. So I probably won't keep the video on the whole time. I don't want this one to mess up, you know. I want everybody who's in here just gonna catch this one live to catch it live. I don't want it to, you know. So make sure you get the content. You guys see me you see my picture, I got my picture up. That's me at the fight. All fitted up like that. Yeah. That's Zanthea. Eagle face. Yeah, well, hi, na shalom to Christopher, your name finally comes back to my chat. Thought he gave up on me. Thought everybody gave up. Be Harold Jones in here. He said, "Y'all blessings and good afternoon, King." Oh, che. Oh, me. Oh, God. Here to tio tao. Here, ka wa. Here, che. Me mo hane o kwa. And we're happy that we can, you know, just even be able to do things in this captive lifetime of ours. You know, we're in this captive lifetime. You know, we can always we're gonna get into boxing, but I don't care. You know, because I'd rather get messages out, you know, and then later on they come back and they just smash me out anyway. You know, you do that to an embryo, man. You're talking about a state. You're talking about a chat that's only in embryo state that has more problems than people that are established. You know, for some reason, and you know, but we fight through it, man. I'm a badass embryo, man. Yeah, chill. Why, child, no car. Hey, so suck the car. Hey, no, hey, child, car. Yeah, the creator is the greatest. Regardless of what somebody think about anybody in any kind of sport, that's the greatest. It's great. Even that name makes him great. Just the name itself. Creator of everything, all things. The creator of all things. If we don't create, then shut your ass up now. You ain't create nothing. All you did was make a mess. You make a mess out of everything that was created because in the beginning everything was good. Now you can hardly name anything that's good. And our perception, our idea of good is getting less and less. Less and less. Our idea of good. Eventually good just won't mean anything, which it already doesn't. All right, let me make sure okay, a lot of times in my chat, what happens is I do not get to see everything that you guys get to see. Okay, so sometimes you be like, oh, he's ignoring me. No, I wouldn't do that to you. Especially if the chat is not rolling up, you see it's not rolling up. Well, then on your side it might be, I don't know, because it makes me miss a lot of things. So just have patience and just hit me back, and I'm gonna get back to you, man. Now I seen the dream in there. Salute to him. He said, Eagles Web, salute fam. And then he say, smash that like button, fam. Just smash it. B&B, salute Eagles Web, and salute to B&B. Happy to see the B&B is back in the house. Yeah. Oh, you talking about my crown? Oh yeah, my crown. That's a headdress, man. Now see, man, that's what it's made out of. That's fur, different furs, and a lot of feathers. But what happens is when I go, if I'm indoors, if I go somewhere, what happens is I pin my feathers down. It's full of eagle feathers all over it. And I think you might have seen that one if you went to my native channel. You probably saw it in action. You probably saw it where the fellas were actually up in the air, standing up like that. Like, it's just sticking up all over the whole headdress and stuff. But when I go indoors, I usually put them down. I don't want people touching them. Somebody actually did touch it. They touched the top, which I don't like them touching it at all. But he was just a dumbass pink boy. Didn't understand. And I was with my family, and they was like, well, they were surprised I let him get away with it. But I know just because you consuming libations don't always give you the right to do stuff. Yeah, but we got some things to talk about. You guys looked at the title, but we're gonna talk about that. That has to come up, but we're gonna just roll. You guys gonna have some input today for sure. We getting input, and we going up still, man. We went up a little bit the other day, and we went back down. We keep going up, but once we hit that honey hunt, make sure that you in here being B-Box and not seem to dream. Christopher Yornay, Harold Jones, and whoever else is in here. You guys make sure you get in here and catch up on our lingo, because you got to catch up on it so that way you understand, because that's going to be part of the contest right there. Part of the contest is going to be Eagles Web boxing language in here. Yeah. Just like, for instance, if I say, hazy or get you crazy, somebody translate that for me. See, I got my guys in here. They know how to, they'll be able to translate that. Yeah. But we got a lot of things happening, and we don't understand why these things is happening. And we got nothing but conversation. But like I said, we're not going to go by conversations. In this chat, we got to be just vigilant and just sit back. So we talk about other stuff. We talk about other stuff. We talk about the what ifs and stuff like that. We'll talk about other stuff. We're not going to keep talking about these same boxes over and over and over again until they let us see it. When we know we're going to see it, when we got the venue, then we'll get excited. If we don't have the venue, then we're not going to sit there and get all excited about it. That makes sense, right? Don't get excited about it unless we got the venue and we know y'all going to fight. Yeah. If we know you're going to fight, yeah, we got the venue. And yeah. Then we get excited. Then we can talk about it, yeah. Because I know everybody's still talking about that, they's talking about the Porter fight. Yeah, Sir Flame, I see you up in there. Salute to Sir Flame. That's my, yeah. That's my mod right there, Sir Flame. That's my like button mod right there. Yeah, he get on, yeah. He get on that. He said, jab that like button. Are you neck? That's right. Who neck in Eagle Web? Who neck? We had to throw one neck out, man. And I think that might have been what got me smashed out the other day. That's what got my... But I still got they haven't destroyed the video yet. My live stream. Right now, I gotta fight with them a little bit. So, because the way that they did it was scandalous. It's very dirty the way that they did it. They actually mentioned something else. They mentioned that my video was about somebody else. And they still pulled. I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, that means that YouTube's not even paying. They're not even looking at the video. They just going by what somebody said. You know what I mean? And it's supposed to have been like a CBS representative, which is bull. Ain't no CBS representative worry about my little live streams like that. I'm not even. I'm so far under the radar. I'm almost underground. I'm like on the subway, so don't even try that. But we're going to try to get that one back up, man. I don't want to have to try to redo all the content on there because it was a good one. It's good. You do good stuff, you want it to show up. That's part of my work. I mean, when I do this, it's like this is my artwork too, man. I'm an artist anyway. All this stuff you see on me right there, I made all that stuff. All of it. The headdress, all the, the beadwork, all that. The bag that's hanging on my neck, all that stuff. Even I have those shirts and stuff printed too. Solid Knight 79 out there. He says, salute, Eagles Web. Yeah. He's in here. Yeah. Like I said, good to see everybody out there. Everybody coming in, showing up. Everybody's on their hands and stuff, just waiting. Is it gonna be a laugher? We're gonna see, man. We got to add our humor. Our humor comes in there. Yeah, you know we get the humor in there. But yeah, these people, they something else, man. Deshaun P and EJ. Yeah, the EJ. If they run it back, the only thing is it should be easy work for Earl. Not Deshaun is easy, but he already been in there with him, and nobody's been in there with him twice, and that's the key. See, nobody's talking about that. Nobody's been in there with him twice, and as you see at the end of the fight, he had totally got used to him. Only thing he wasn't really used to after he tired him out is that little spin, and that's easy to work on. That's nothing. That's nothing to work on, and then let's just hit his ass with some of them hooks. I'd like to see like a nice straight left, right straight down, because that's his weak spot. Is a straight right in the face, straight right and left in the face, and then follow up with the hooks, and then we can go home early. Yep, I'll see you up in here, Gil Coles. Gil Coles up in here, y'all. He said salute. Okay, everybody saluting each other out. Okay, there we go. That's right. That's what fam do. Y'all come in and y'all salute each other out. Yeah. So we'll go back and forth a little bit, but this subject is coming up, and we're gonna talk about this, and we're gonna cook on this right now, and we're gonna see. And don't y'all give me don't get mad at me. Don't get mad at me, because these things have to come up, and I'm not gonna talk about everybody. I'm gonna let you guys, my bright and brilliant chat members, my web watchers, is gonna come up with some names they self. But as we know, we just talked about Tony Assless, and we just talked about Tony Assless, and we know that his punk ass made it, right? And he made it to the Hall of Fame. So we're gonna go in here and we're gonna look at a couple, and we're gonna just discuss a couple. And I want you guys to let me know, what you feel. The first. The first one I put up here, I don't know. I might be killing myself already just for putting this one up here. You go, no, man, no, hell no. But I'm gonna let y'all sit on it for a while. Let you see it, and then you can sit on it, and then think about, you can think about it, what you feel, because he's in the conversation. So if he's in the conversation, we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it, and here he is. He probably don't deserve to be first, but anyway, let's check him out, and everybody know who that is, right? Get back at the shorts, and I don't even know why his name came up so soon, but somebody brought his name up. I mean. Yeah, he's not. It's not like he's not 50 or something like that, or late 40. I think he's only early 40s. But if we look at this guy, I mean, I didn't want to make anybody look bad, and so when I put them in, I wanted to show most of them in their light. You know what I'm saying? I will go against and make it more. I'll make it more, childlike, or make it more trivial when it's somebody if somebody makes it. Now if somebody makes it, we still got a long time before that, but if somebody makes it beforehand that we know is more or less to all of us is garbage, and then we'll fry them. Yeah, we'll fry them then. That'd be the best thing to do. But yeah, I think one of his biggest things was actually a loss, and that was a loss to Andre Ward. Is that a lot of people was saying that how good he done and all that, and it's like, come on now, you guys got to stop that. Andre Ward, he won because of, everybody knows that. I mean, I'm not a big fan. Like I said, I'm not I'm not trying to make myself a fan of none of these people. But when you start blaming everything, if that's the only thing we can do is blame everything on low blows, then there's no case. You know what I mean? There's just no case. If that's all you're gonna do, if that's all you can blame it on, if all you can blame it on is low blows, you can forget it. But anyway, I don't know what you guys' thoughts is on him, but he's in the discussion, and maybe that's distasteful. Maybe nobody likes it, but it is what it is. They're gonna tell you about it, and you're gonna hear more about it. So I'm gonna skip around. Next person up, and I hope they don't beat this one up. This live right here. Next person that we got up right here is we got the Magic Man. We got the Magic, Antonio Tarver right there. And as you can see, like I always tell you guys about that front foot placement. When they show down at the foot, look where his foot is. Look where his foot is. Yeah, he got the guy right on the inside. Right on the inside where you need him, where he can deliver that shot, and his foot is right behind that. Now Antonio Tarver. Now this one, I hope I don't skip too many frames. I hope you guys can see it. Can you guys actually see it? Anytime I put up, when I give you guys a name, just put up a one. Just put up a quick one before I start talking, so I know that you have it. Because sometimes it just shows my opening screen, and I don't like that. You got to be able to talk about this. So as soon as I see a one, I'll start talking about Antonio. Okay, so Antonio Tarver, here we go. I think he's a good, I think he's a good candidate. I mean, he lost some fights, but he was fighting he actually fought at middleweight for a while. People don't know that he fought middleweight. He was 47, 17, and 5, and that's when he was coming up. And I think that was only, and that was I don't know if they're actually, that was Travers though, but that was I don't know why I got mixed up. I thought that was, he got I thought that was like family or something, but it's not. No, it was middleweight. So middleweight, he went 6-0 and then 7-1 as a super middleweight before he moved up and just started more or less ruling the heavyweights. He stayed up there. He used to get into it with Roy Jones a lot, as far as fighting wise and arguing. He used to always be arguing with Roy Jones. And we know he beat Roy Jones, put him to sleep. And then he was asking Roy Jones during one fight, what excuses he got now. Tell me what excuse you got now, Roy. Yeah, but Roy Jones couldn't come up with nothing. Quick enough. And I think Antonio, I think he's been around, I think he's been around long enough to be in that conversation. I think he's been around a lot, pretty long time to be in that conversation. I don't know what you guys thought or what you guys think, because I'm not seeing anything yet. Or maybe you guys will put your thoughts up, and we'll see what everybody thinks about that. Yeah, I think he more or less deserves it. Yeah. So just let me know. Let me know what you guys think about some of these choices up here. Because there's going to be a discussion, man. You guys going to have to start. I mean, that's going to be something you think about. Don't let it roll up on you, because it's going to roll up on you. It's going to roll up on you like your bad habit is, and you're going to be like, what? I thought I kicked that habit. No, it's going to roll back up on you. It's going to roll right back up on you, and then you're going to be sitting there like, oh, what the hell happened? You're going to be like, who? Who made it? And see, you didn't have none of the, and you had none of the, what do you call it? You had nobody that was on your list because you never really thought about it. You know what I mean? You never thought about it at all, and that's what happens when you don't think about it at all. Then that's what ends up getting you right there. It's right there. That's what ends up getting you because you never thought about it, and then they throw people in there, and then you end up fighting. You end up fighting with somebody. All right, so I'm gonna do the next one. So let me know. Just throw up a one. Next person up here, and let's check this one out. Let's do the next person up. So Tarver, I like, to be honest, I like just in closing that out. I like Tarver. Yeah. Somebody already in there talking about he used to be nice until B Hop. And this is our next fighter right here. I talk about him a lot. A lot of people don't like a lot. I don't like a lot of his suspect, personality too. He got his personality becomes suspect too. A lot of these fighters end up making us not like him. So, and that's why I wanted to bring up this discussion too about the Hall of Fame, because this is like, they make us not like them, man, because they do stuff behind, because a lot of them are commentators now. They get behind that damn mic, and it's like, shut your ass up. There you go, Sugar Shane. And that's one of his worst adversaries right there. I just wanted to put him up, punishing him. And I think that was on that punch there. I think that was the one where it made him hit his cheek to his chin. He went down after that one, but it was actually the left hook in that fight. Where there was a left hook that actually, took him completely out. Yeah, but Sugar Shane, he went 49. He lost a lot of fights, but he fought. He fighting out of his league a lot of times because we all know he started at down there in the lightweights. So, but he did a lot of damage down there. Because when he fought back then, he started in 93, back there, he was just KOing everybody. Yeah, he was just putting everybody to sleep. Everybody was TKO or they had to throw the towel in or something like that, unanimous decisions and stuff like that. Until he moved up. Once he moved up, once he moved up, then things didn't go as well. He was still doing good. And for a while, then he ran into who? he ran into a couple. Yeah. He ran into a couple. Ran into Pacquiao, Alvarez, Floyd, even Cotto. He ran into, so he started running into him. And then Wright, so. But I don't know what your thoughts is. So my thoughts is, as far as, he should be able to make it. Look at Harold Jones. Harold Jones stepping on the gas. He said, Vernon Forrest. Yeah, Vernon Forrest got that ass. Yep. Yeah, everybody know about Vernon. Yeah, Vernon, may he celebrate or rest in his new area that he's at, in his existence. We still mention. While we still here, we still mentioning a lot of these people. But I see Harold Jones though. Harold Jones first one put it in there. He said, "Yeah, Vernon." Said Vernon. Yeah, Vernon got on him. See you Tony Boswell. He said, "Salute the Eagles, wear boxing and the Mods." I'm working and listening as always. He's always there. He always doing that. Harold Jones. Yeah. And you said Atlanta's own R.I.P. There you go. It's R.I.P. or we don't know what the existence is, but hopefully, all we can do is hope that it's a great existence for him. When any of us leave, you know what I mean? Because we come here for this certain amount of punishment, being in a taken over spot, taking over land and all that. So I'll try not to get too heated on that, but yeah. But I tell my people all the time, so they already know. Yeah, they already know me. They say, "Oh yeah, keep him calm down. Don't say too much." Because he will be going off. Yeah. But we try to keep it going, you know what I mean? Yeah, Shane had some pretty decent fights too, though. He had some pretty decent fights. I'm not gonna knock anything that he done, because he was entertaining. He had kind of an old school Joe Louis type of style. Yeah, but he was, that Joe Louis type of style, but he was still good because he took like what some of the older fighters had, and he brought it up into like modern day boxing and fighting. And we have discussions in here. You guys know how we discuss, man. Is that all the older guys are just thrown under the bus, man, and they're trying to take boxing to a new level by forgetting the base. You know what I mean? That's like trying to have new trees with no roots. And they do that with a lot of the foods and stuff that we even eat. They making new fruits and stuff without the seed. And how good could that be for you? Yeah, how good could that be for you? Yeah, you're right, Harold Jones. He said an excellent fighter, but that's not always the smartest fighter though. No, he wasn't always the smartest. Okay. But we'll go back. I mean, so we're still talking, so you guys can always if you think of something about any of these fighters, just bring it up. I'll give you my thoughts on it too. But we'll check out this next fighter here. And you guys now don't hate, like I said, this is not a hate session, so don't no hating on him. Okay, the only thing I gotta say this though. I gotta say this about this next fighter though. I gotta say this about him. Is that I probably would have liked him a lot more if he didn't have the name that he had, because he's not my favorite when it comes to that name. You guys let me know when he come up. He's not my favorite when it comes to the name. Because you can't be taking one of my favorite fighters' names and then you come up with all of a sudden it's your name. I don't like that. Yeah. Yeah. Now, believe it or not, this guy actually, he did pretty good, and he had a pretty good record. Now, if somebody doesn't like him, then they just don't like him. But he's gonna be in that conversation. That's the whole thing. And if you look at it now, on this fight, I picked this one out because, like I said, I want to show like some of the good stuff about the fighters. Now, they did call him Hitman, and only one Hitman for me and that's Tommy Hearns. But if you look at this punch, just look at it. The way he looked around for the punch. Actually, the guy was so damn slow that he actually looked to the side. He was gonna throw it, and then he just threw it like right there. That's right, man. That's right in the cage right there. He hit him right in the cage, and he was already folding up, but he was relaxed. And then he tried to tense up, and then he goes down. You know what I mean? That's a hard ass shot. When you're relaxed, that's hard. That's even more powerful than when you know what I mean? That's a more powerful shot when you're all relaxed to take it. Or you ain't supposed to be relaxed to take a shot like that to the body. You should have been making as much muscles and your organs as tight as possible before you took that. But yeah, he smashed that body. He said that Fernando Vargas passed away. If anybody knows, because Mikey Garcia posted something on Twitter. Man, I don't know nothing about that, man. That didn't come up in none of my feeds, B&B, so I don't know. We had to check that out. And then Sir Flame said, with that body shot, yeah, that's right, man. But you got to give respect to all fighters. You know what I mean? You still got to give them respect. I mean, we know that, we know what Manny did to him, and we know what Floyd did to him. We know they polished the floor with his ass. But in both fights, he was actually giving a good account. You know what I mean? But the thing about him, he's still one of these UK fighters, man. And he got that suspect. You know, you guys already know. Got that suspect chin, And, yeah, last time he got put to sleep was in 2012. But, yeah, he got that suspect. He got that, Sir Flame said he got that shit back. That severe. What of y'all? I don't know which one of y'all say he got that severe shit. That severe Harold Jones Castillo was shot at this point and just needed to check. Yeah, he needed to check, but just think about it. Good fighter, not great. European level for the most part. Harold Jones 2 times, yeah. But look at that body shot though, Harold. That's a good ass body shot though. You can't sit there and deny him. They'll tell him Sir Flame. Sir Flame said, jab that like button on your way in or out. Are you neck? That's right. Don't get neck up in here. Yeah, we see you up in there, Cypress Hill up here. It says Salutes, Eagles, Way of Boxing, and salute to the almighty LDBC up in here. Yeah. And then, speaking of him, the one that you was just talking about, and we'll talk about him a little bit next. Yeah, because he was great. Yeah, I think he was a great fighter also. Um, and a lot of times, what happens, man, with these fighters, man, a lot of them did got exposed by the same person. You know, they did kind of get exposed by the same person. I just got this still up, and we'll see. You guys, let me know when it comes up, and let me know what you think. Because remember, we're talking Hall of Famers that's coming up. Because we got the Hall of Fame coming up. And we just wanted to start the conversation. He said, yeah, Hatton could get you and had talent and mean body work until his level increased. Yeah. Well, that's what we're saying. Well, it's not even, I mean, we can have the discussion on what we think about them, but the thing about this is that this is all about, you know, what's going to be in the mentioning coming up. And this is October, but this is all this stuff is going to be in the mentioning. So I'm just getting you guys prepared for it. So, and then of course we see Diego up there. That's right. Sir Flame said he got it. He said one. He got it up there now. So, and Diego Corrales, you know. So and I like little Chico. I like him. I like him quite a bit, man. You know, but he won. You know, he won quite a few. You know, he won quite a few fights. He started losing. You know, towards the end, he started, you know, losing and stuff. And but he would go on like winning streaks where he would just like win, like he'd win a bunch of them. And we all know because he was undefeated. Yeah, everybody knows he was undefeated until he ran into MTM, and that was just way too much for him. That was too much to ask for him. He just didn't know it. But just that, it's just the weight. It was just one of those it was just a bad matchup because of the speed and stuff. Floyd was just super, at that time, Floyd was just super fast. You know what I mean? That was, so how old was Floyd back then? So Floyd must have been 24. Correct me if I'm wrong, like 23, 24, something like that. That was just way too much speed for him back then, man. Come on now. Floyd was just at 23, 24. I don't know if anybody can match speed with Floyd. The timing back then, I don't know if anybody can match that kind of speed with him. But that was his main downfall right there. Was with Floyd. But everybody else, I mean, he did pretty good against, most of the fighters and stuff. But he suffered some, split decisions and unanimous decision. And of course, he got put out a couple of times. Castillo got him, and then Casamayor, got him, and even Cotty got him. So, but in that conversation, you guys, Corrales was great, man, to me. He's another one of them greats that people are gonna end up, talking about. And Christopher Yornay in there, he says Chico was a beast. And then also Sir Flame right before that, he said, I like Chico. Yeah. Everybody like him, man. I don't think nobody had anything against him, man. He had way too much heart, man. Way too much heart. When he fought Floyd, they should have stopped it earlier, man, because he wasn't gonna catch. I mean, because he was just looking to catch Floyd. I mean, that's crazy to fight a whole fight on bravery just to see if you can catch somebody. It's not going to happen like that when you fight Floyd. That's just not going to happen. Yeah, you're right. That's right down there. Harold Jones says a vicious puncher and huge heart. Yeah. But, when you got that huge heart like that, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out for you. It's just not. It's not going to work out all the time. Because you got killers in there. You got killers up in there, man. So yeah, you got too many killers in there. And when you got killers in there, when you got killers in there, the only thing you can do is, this pick and choose. You got to pick and choose between the killers. Yeah, Harold Jones says the defense is a little bit weak. All right, enough on him. We'll go back to him. If you guys got any more thoughts, yeah, I'll just read your thoughts. Because if you're a little bit slow, I don't want y'all in here. Don't be all slow and on that half a yellow bus in here. Okay? Get your ass off that half a yellow bus and get your ass into the Eagles Web and understand what Eagles Web is talking about, man. Y'all know how we do it up in here. Man, we can't have we don't have a slow section in here. There's no slow section in here, man, okay? So get over that. No slow section. Y'all let me know when the next one come up, because this is controversial one. But you're gonna love the clip, but it's just that it's kind of controversial. A lot of people are saying it wasn't P. It wasn't P, it was PEDs. And I'm like, I try to stay away from that. You guys already know I stay away from most of that, but we've had a long discussion about it. Yeah, we had a long discussion about it. Start flaming there with a big no. No! Yeah. But yeah, there we go. Harold Jones got it right there. Yeah, we go. I told you this ain't the slow chat, man. I got to have a chat that understands stuff, that can see it. That understand. Yeah. Yeah, he said your boy took a nap. Yeah, he definitely took a nap. But he went on, he won 56 fights, lost 7, but he won. Everybody knows that a lot of those was controversial with Pacquiao, and a lot of people might even say that it was controversial with Bradley. So maybe he should only have 3 losses on there. The one that we know that he didn't lose that was controversial, and that's when he came back and fought Floyd. Yeah, when he came back and fought Floyd, we know that wasn't no. Of course, he started off when he first started off. He lost one, and then he went on the winning streak, a long winning streak, all the way up until he fought Freddie Norwood, and then he lost again, and then went up to Pacquiao. He got the draw, then got a loss, then got and then finally he was able to come back, and he was able to smash his like button on Manny's chin. And that's what everybody sees right there. And that's the clip we got. Is this he caught his ass trying to do that little double step that I talked to you guys about. Here look, here it comes. You see what he did? Because it's in slow motion. You know that I got to break it down. Look, 1 2 1 2, bam. He did that little 1 2 1 2, that little step in, that little 1 2 1 2. Look, 1 2 1 2, bam. And see, he was feinting when he did it. Sometimes he throws the jab, but Marquez caught him. He caught him throwing the low feint. Eagles wear boxing when you want the real, not some deal. And you see, I'm giving it to y'all. See? That little do-do, bam, caught you. See? And that's what I'm saying. That's what a great fighter is going to do that to you. And that's what Earl got to do. Earl got to catch shine when he do something stupid. Because he did a lot of stupid stuff. We just didn't break it. We didn't break down all the stupidity, because I just wanted to break down the fight itself and just let people know that Earl won. And it just didn't look, and he's just not easy to look good against. And speaking of Porter, he's just not good to look. I mean, you ain't gonna look good against him. But Earl got a style where he could have, but because Earl don't give a shit about what kind of style you bring, that's why it looked the way it did. He said Marquez timed that just right. But how many fights did it take to time it? No, he just did. You know what it was? Is that Manny knew he was being timed all those fights. He would just fight. Manny never fell for it. Except for he got late into the round. Manny probably heard that he probably heard him hit the mat or something like that. And he was just Manny was just taking risk. He was just taking a risk. He was just taking a risk. Because believe me, he didn't try to catch him like that before, but a lot of times see that because of that feint. And what happens, because when Manny throws that feint, it's hard to tell if that's a jab or a feint. But that one was so low, he couldn't help but tell that was a feint. He couldn't help but see that was a feint. And we know what happens when you know it's a feint. then you get your ass smashed up. And that's what happened. So that little step, that little 1-2, 1-2. See? When you do a little 1-2, 1-2 like that, then his ass got the 1. He didn't get a 1-2. But he didn't get a 1-2. But his ass definitely got a 1 piece. That's all he needed was that 1 piece. And that 1 piece was enough to put that ass to sleep. I see you out there, Legendary Topcast. He said, peace, peace, Eagle Web. He got the arrows going up. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I left you a comment in there, Legendary. Yeah. Good little doc you put together. I appreciated it. Nice little doc you put together, man. Thanks for turning me on to it. You know, you guys got stuff. I go check you guys stuff out. I don't change on nobody. I'm just not that one, man. Cause I got people changing on me, man. They come in here and give me thumbs down and shit. That's all good though, man. That's all girl like stuff though. If you supposed to be my boy and you come and give me a thumbs down, that's girl like shit. And plus not even that. That's like hater and traitor at the same time. And right here he said Manny got too confident because he was beating Marquez until that. Yeah, but he was winning. But he usually is winning early in that. Yeah. Oh, no problem, my Legendary. He said appreciate you for watching it. No problem, baby. Yeah, but that's just Manny though. Manny does that all the time, man. If you could take one of them little jabs. See, people are stupid. I'm just trying to tell you. I'm going to show you just this one little clip. Check it out. That tells you how great Manny is. That's how much respect Manny gets. When you're moving forward like that and look at the way he's flicking it, there's no power on that jab whatsoever. Even if he threw a jab, there's no power on it. All you got to do is take that. All you got to do is take that and throw yours. While he's doing that bull, while he's doing that, because he's not going to he's not going to change the way that jab is. He's not going to change it to something hard. He's not going to change it to make you think about something. But what he's going to do is just overwhelm you, because what that does, it gets him close. So once you let him get into your body, then he can overwhelm you and he can possibly get a knockdown without even hitting you hard. So that's why you got to catch him like that. Even if he throws a punch and catches you, just forget him catching you, just tear his ass up. And Marquez said, F that. I'm going to knock your ass out. And that's exactly what he did. That's what he did. Put his ass out. That's it. Right? Oh, y'all put a one up when you get to the next one. Let's go through this last one. I think this might be my last one I got here. And we're talking about Hall of Fames here. You guys, cause we got people that's going into that this Hall of Fame is coming up, and it's going to be like discussions probably every month before it gets here. We still got quite a ways for it, but I don't want nobody to be surprised, but I put a few people up, and we see what's going on. Now, this one for me, he's going to be this last person, he's going to be a shoo-in, basically. Because he got too many records not to be, he got too many records not to be in the Hall of Fame. And when I say records, I mean mostly his longevity. His longevity, and then his record at the middleweight and stuff, but just his longevity is just like something else. Yeah, his longevity is something else. Yeah. B&B Boxing said it's some cat sneaking in the LDBC trying to get modded up, but I smell a purse coming. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is with me, man. I don't do anything against anybody. You guys come to my chat, y'all mess with me, and you see I don't say nothing. I say nothing foul about anybody in the LDBC. Nothing. You never heard me mention something. Oh, this person here and that. Nothing. I won't. I'm just not going to. I mean, it would take a lot for me. If I did do that, I'm not gonna say anything's possible, but I'm not gonna just come out and just start saying some shit. Somebody would actually have to say something. And I might just keep it on a level to where, if I have their email or something like that, or their number, I'll just call them or email them and try to squash it that way. Because I don't want to be airing out stuff like that on, on here. Because it wouldn't make sense. It just wouldn't make sense to do all that. And I don't need to do stuff like that. You know what I mean? But the only thing now we can end up having a little bit of problems. with B Hop, because we know B Hop lost his first fight, and then we know that he lost to Roy Jones, and then he has some notable losses to fighters that we think he shouldn't have lost to or whatever. Even if it's by decision. I mean, well, probably he should have lost. He lost to Jermaine Taylor twice, right? And then Joe Kazagi, he was already getting old. He shouldn't have probably been fighting him. But he still ended up getting he actually got a split decision with him. So a lot of people thought that maybe he could have won that or whatever, but no, he didn't. And then Chad Dawson, he was close with him. And of course we know that he lost to Kovalev, and then Joe Smith was his last fight. And then he lost to Joe Smith. Yeah, a lot of fighters, what happened is they come in like that too. Just like we talk about Earl. Earl's first fight was at 152. Yeah. Yeah, but still, if you make the weight, then you know what I'm saying, then you make the weight. That's it. And it wasn't. I don't think it was cruiser. I think it was at light. It was at light heavyweight. It wasn't at cruiserweight. It was at light heavyweight when he came in. Yeah, but you make the weight. You make the light heavyweight, and you come in. You make the light heavyweight, and you come in, and you're going to be a middleweight. But sometimes fighters come in heavier because they gotta feel where they're comfortable at, and where they got some power. Oh yeah, Gil Coles, I see you at the bottom. He said B Hop is a Hall of Famer. Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer. I'm just saying, you can't deny certain people to put them in the hall and stuff. But they were mentioning, I just got this off of Boxing News. Just put the story out, and it just put questions in your mind to who do you think should be who should be in the Hall of Fame. We already know that Hall of Fame. Christopher Yornay said, I don't think he lost to Taylor the first fight. Yeah, but that usually happens though. If you lose the first fight, you come back and you end up losing the second, and yes, you make. And matter of fact, he's one of those fighters that was he's an old enough fighter to where if to make a comeback, that he should have been able to do something. He should have been able to switch it up if he realizes that he lost. You know what I mean? He should have been able to switch that up and come back and getting that ass. But sometimes fighters just don't have it. They can't switch it. They can't switch it up. They can't switch it up or nothing. And that ends up happening to them where they can't switch it up. They can't. No matter what they do, they just can't. They can't beat you. And that's why I really think it is with Sean. I think no matter what Sean do. Oh, for defenses, yeah. He got the record for the defenses. Yeah, we know that shit was fake with Triple G. And matter of fact, I think Triple G, on top of that, he wasn't holding one of the belts either. With Triple G, if I'm not mistaken. But I got so much boxing stuff in my head right now that it's hard to even think about it. Yeah, but I don't think he even was, I don't think he held one of the belts at the same time. Or he had the wrong belt, something like that. I'm not sure. I got to go back and I got to check my notes on that to check on Triple G, because I know it's a fact that that all those defenses that they saying he had, he really didn't have all those defenses. I already know that. And Shepherds of the Sun comes in. He said salute. He said B Hop making it easy after that he makes it to the Buck Dancing Hall of Fame. Yeah. He gonna make it to the Buck Dancing Hall of Fame even faster and better. He gonna make it to that one even faster and even better. So what we're talking about, you guys that coming in late, we was talking about the Hall of Famers, man. If we got any Hall of Famers going in right now, and we're gonna check that out and see if we got the which one of these is gonna be Hall of Famers. I'm gonna just go ahead and run the slides through y'all real quick. It's not gonna be in any order, but I'm just gonna talk it out. Triple J's in here. He said, salute, Master J. He said, oh, there you go. Hashtag he crazy. Get your hazy. You guys know, y'all salute out my Triple J. That's how Triple J come in here. He say, Frazy, get your hazy. Yeah, so when we talking about him, So this is number one right here that I'm gonna put up right there, the first one. So I'll let these run just a little bit. And the first one this mentioned, does not mention, but it's gonna be showed right there, and that's Shane Mosley doing it to his boy, Mayorga, the shit talker. But he's a rude boy though, man. I might even put him in there, man, just for, just being all out, just crazy. He damn sure be in the crazy boxer Hall of Fame. Is that Mayorga? He's out of his damn mind, man. And then of course, I don't even know if I want to show these back to back. And of course, man, Juan Manuel Marquez with the Manny Pacquiao, don't try that double step in jump shit on me, cause I got you on in this corner. And then it was perfect because he was in a corner when he did it too. So it wasn't no other way Manny could go once he started in that straight line. If he would have went over to his left, he was gonna get caught. And if he would have moved over to his right, he didn't have enough ring too. So that's Manny's stupid ass mistake. That's what that was. That was Manny's dumb ass mistake. And then that was it. Bam. And then we put the appreciation out there for, like I said, Hatton might be in there, but that's you guys can say what you want to about him, but that's still a monster shot, man. We look at it again. That's a monster shot to the side, man. That's the kind of shot you throw on somebody right there. He dug that in. You don't worry about hitting nobody below the waist. You're going to get, if you hit somebody right there, you don't need no low blows. You don't need no blows. Yeah, you don't need, when you hit somebody with a shot like that, a nice hard shot like that, you don't need no low blows. None whatsoever. So this is just a conversation. It may come up. So just be aware of it. It comes up, then at least you got some notables and stuff, and you got a little bit of, their record and stuff that I gave you. So then we can look at it like, this is a worthy fighter to be in there. You stupid Triple J. He said he's still asleep. And he took a shot. And then we look at Chico till this day. You stupid Separate Son. Both of y'all retarded, man. All my crazy people always come in the Eagles web. Yeah, we got Corrales up in there, and I would like to see him go, regardless of win, loss, or whatever. I'd like to see him. I like to. That's a good enough fighter because he's just because of the heart. I mean, we know Ricky Hatton had heart, but of course, he didn't fight the same caliber. And every time when he fought the same caliber, when he moved up to fight the same caliber, we know what happened to him. When he moved over to the America's caliber, and then then he just, he didn't fare well. And then we'll go back to this one. I'm not gonna. This one I have kind of an argument, but they brought the story up. I have a little bit of a problem with him being in there, but they still brought him up, and that's Froch. As I got kind of a problem with him, with somebody having him in there, because he kind of a complainer. Yeah, and Paul Williams was great. I see you, Christopher Jordan. Yeah, he was great too. He was great. But I couldn't put everybody up, man. I just wanted to put some. I wanted to have some that was controversial, and I wanted to have some that wasn't so controversial. And so what happens, I'm telling you what happened, is with the ones that's controversial, you're going to have some people that really hate it. Like with Marquez, they said he wasn't on the PEE. They said his ass was on the PED. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say on that. And I'm just saying that conversation's going to come up. And then, of course, we got the Magic Man. Yeah. I see you down there, B&B said Floyd exposed Hatton. Yes, he did. But Hatton wanted it, though. Hatton wanted it. Yep. He acted like he wanted it, and that's what happened when you act like you want it. And again, with our last one that we're looking at now, we're looking at the Magic Man with the perfect feet. Remember, I told you guys we always talk about the feet. That's why I like to be able to see boxing where you can see the feet at all times. And you see in these clips, you can't see the feet at all times. So you don't know what kind of punch it is. And I hope that makes sense to people, man. A lot of times it don't make sense to them. But just like with that last fight we just got through witnessing where everybody thought it was so close. It's like you guys didn't see the feet the whole fight. You get to see what the director tell you get to see. You didn't get to see it. If you wasn't there live, you don't get to see the feet. You just see some punches. Until I pointed out, and then you see somebody's raising up. But that's how you get down. Look at how he got down on the punch. Boom. You see how he got down? Bam. That's what they say when they say sit down on your punches. He came down when he threw the punch. And Sean Porter's already down when he throw punches. You guys get my point yet? You can't throw punches when you're already down. And yes, your setting is a certain area. I mean, when you throw low punches, you got to be in the pocket somewhere, or you're gonna end up throwing one of them stupid ass overhands. Okay, and then this is the Hall of Famer right here, and this is B-Hop with the recoil and step in. Like, okay, you gonna stand there with your hands down? Well, take this. Yep. Yeah. Oh, Sir Flame said Robert Easter Jr. should model himself to Paul Williams. He's tall enough, man. He can do that, but he has to. Yeah, we got a lot of fighters that can fight. They can fight certain styles, man. But people just don't understand that. And it's, oh no, we can't train him to do something else. He's a professional. You can train him to do something else, man. You're right. Yep. But certain fighters that have, like, it's certain matchups, though. We don't get all the matchups that we need. And that's why it's an open discussion. And that's why it's so hard to pick certain people. Because we don't get to see everybody that we need to see. Even if we've seen Floyd win all those fights, we still don't get to see all the rest of the fights that we needed to see. I mean, we need to see you. We needed to see you expose Errol Spence. We need to see you expose Paul Williams. We need to, certain fights that we need. It's just like right now, we're not probably going to get all the fights we need right now because Earl is not going to stay at welterweight. He need to move up. He don't need to be pleasing none of us. We've seen him fight at welterweight long enough. I have. He can go on about his business, man. We'll just have some, because if you like him, you're going to like him at any weight that he's at. You know what I mean? We still going to like him no matter which weight he's at. We're going to still like him. So we don't need him. People see, and that's what you see how we're getting it all mixed up, is we think that we need fighters at a certain weight. We don't need those fighters at a certain weight. What we do is we just need those fighters. You understand? That's all we need. We just need that fighter. Well, we need you to still fight. That's all I can say about it. We need you to still fight. You choose what division you want to fight at, but we need you to still fight. I'm more satisfied with that. I'm not going to be sitting there sweating them over, oh, no, he should have stayed at welterweight. See, people get too mad about that, and they start, oh, he moved up, and he ducking there. Now, it's different if you're moving down. And who's the only one that's moving down that's real notable? That little pink dwarf with the sausage arms is the only one that's moving down, right? Trying to duck out all of a sudden. But he's in between the trap door right now. He's in between the trap door. You know what I mean? Because you got people that want that smoke. If he can even bring some smoke. I don't know if he brings smoke or not. As many punches as he has to throw. He gonna end up like Marquez did Manny with that, because they similar style. They them little short sausage arms. He gonna have to do some kind of like that little jump, that little double, that little jump in, that little feint jump in shit. And somebody gonna just time it. And hopefully he don't fight nobody that got like hella crack, like just like monster type crack. Because if he come up in there and somebody got monster punch, hey, we're going to watch him fold right over on his face. He going to have his ankles up in the air and his ass up in the air, and his chin is going to be flat on the mat. Once there y'all go. There goes Sir Flame already crying. Yeah, that little pink dwarf with the sausage arm. Everybody know, you know what time it is. It's time to clown the little pink dwarf with the sausage arms. Lomo Stinkle. He said no more Lomo. No more Lomo. Yeah. And I'm not going to say the homo like somebody else did. Homo Stinkle. Oh my goodness. Y'all be on something else. I'm not going to call him the homo, but yeah, little Stinkle. Stinker with the little pink dwarf with the sausage arm. He's the only one, man. But he's trying to hide out though. But he neck. We see you out there, Mike. Mike finally got his ass up in here, y'all. Yeah, but he necked though. He necked. Mike, you might have to go back and check this one out. Yeah, he necked. He definitely necked. I'm just wondering who is he gonna allow that opportunity to? That's gonna be nice. Whoever he allow that opportunity to, that's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice when they catch his ass when he come in there, cause we already know that he got cracks. He from Europe, man. We know there's cracks all throughout that chin and head, and all they gotta do is they just gotta just let him come doing that shit he tried to do. Just step around, step back or step around, and let it go. See what Marquez did? I showed y'all that little step over and over again. I said, look at Manny, that little 2-step, boom, boom. Yeah, that was stupid because he did it to say, he did a little hop. He did a little hop. I mean, hop once, hop twice. As soon as he was hopping twice, right in mid hop. Right in mid hop, Marquez let that hand go, and it was time. It was time to take a nap. Once he did that, let's just, you guys already know how I am, man. You guys know how I am. I got to do it. I got to do it, man. I got to do it. And we got B-Hop on there, but don't just ignore B-Hop. But let's just take a look at it one more time. Let's look at that timing on it. Let's look at that timing. That's the Now that's another just about a perfect punch in boxing. And Sugar Ray Robinson was known for the perfect punch, but that's like a perfect. Look at that. That little fake little skippy shit that he was doing, that little hop. 1, 2. That's what. See what he did? 1, 2. And that's why I said he got bad feet. People don't understand when I say bad feet. Anytime both feet are off the ground, that's bad. And you see the result when you got both feet off the ground. I don't care if they're an inch off the ground. When you got 2 feet off the ground, if you're not Muhammad Ali or Jersey Joe or something and really got that kind of footwork, they always talk about how good his footwork is. Then why did his footwork fail him on that? Look at that. 1, 2, 1, 2, bam. And Marquez just called it just perfect. Just 1, 2, 1, 2, boom. 1, 2, 1, 2, bam. Here it comes. He caught him right perfect on that second 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, bam. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's what I'm saying. That's the art of boxing right there. Yeah, but people swear up and down he got such great footwork. I'm like, his footwork, when I was watching him fight Keith, I'm like, he's horrible. Both of them leaving the damn ground. You never leave the ground. When you leave the ground, especially now, just think if he would have caught him even earlier. If he caught him like right there, like on that second hop, like here he goes. He's close enough to think, okay, let's look at it again. 1, 2, and then boom, right there. Caught him as soon as he left in the ground. Guess what? When he fell, his feet would have actually, they would have been off the ground. Like he kind of tripped over his own feet. It looked like he tripped over his feet when he takes the punch. But no, if he would have been in the air when he got caught like that, his feet would have actually left the ground completely. Because once you leave the ground like that, you're actually weightless for a split second. And so if he's in the air, his feet would have just slung out. That shot would have looked way harder than what it was. Believe me, that shot would have looked like, God dang, a heavyweight hit him. I'm telling you right now, that's how it would have looked. Yep. But he got fortunate that he just went to sleep from this one of his little tricks. Sometimes your tricks don't work. You do it over and over. You practice it. You do it over and over, and then somebody finally, a real one, catch you. And on that day, Marquez was the real one, and he caught your ass. Yep. Time that shit perfect. Yeah, Mike Hennigan said, time that shit perfect. Yes, he did. And Triple J, yeah, he said, worst footwork I've ever seen. I'm not going to say he has the worst footwork, but it's not as good as what people think. You got to be in boxing to know. I mean, all that leaving the ground shit, you never want to leave the ground, man. You got to keep 1 foot. Even when you sliding around the ring, you got to keep 1 foot planted. And a lot of these fighters that leave their feet like that, you shouldn't be leaving your feet, man. Your back foot or whatever your back foot or whichever direction you're going, 1 foot follows the other one. If you're going to the side, 1 foot follows another one. They never cross. And I see a lot of fighters, man, with their feet crossing all the time. Always crossing your damn feet up, man. Why are you crossing your feet up, man? You trying to do the tranny pose or something? Stop crossing your feet up trying to make X's and shit all over the place. Stop that shit. Move your feet back the way they're supposed to be moved back. 1 foot follows the other one, man. You crossing up, jumping up in the air and all that shit. That's how your ass end up getting smashed. Yeah. Harold Jones, he said, fought a master counterpuncher one too many times. That's what happened. That's what happened. No, because he's thinking in his mind, I've been getting away with this. Okay, keep getting away with it. Keep getting away with that shit. And you see what happened, that little 1-2, 1-2. That was easy time though, right? In slow motion, but this thing, even if it was at normal speed, if it was at normal speed, if you've seen it, like if you watch it again at normal speed, you could even time it yourself at home. You'd be like, okay, 1, 2, 1. And that's what my crazy ass do when I'm sitting up watching fights, is I'm seeing what I would do for some of the rounds, not the whole fight, but sometimes I put myself in there. I say, okay, that's a right, that's a left, man. Oh, uppercut, and I see what I can do with a fighter, so I can just like, okay, he could have done this, that. I don't know why he's not seeing it, and so then I listen to the corner to see what the corner say if the corner's seen it. And sometimes the corners see it, and a lot of times they don't. Yeah, and then Triple J back in there, a salute to the hit again, fan. And then Sir Flame in there. It's just like that Pac is quick enough to make those mistakes with most people. That's the one thing I wish Pac was better with. Yeah. Oh, yeah, but yeah, I know that's your fighter. I know that's your fighter. Sir Flame, like, I wish he was better at this shit. Yeah, but you got to think about it like this too, though, Sir Flame. He's not going to get no better. He's not going to get no faster, man. He's getting older, man. He's not going to get better. He's not going to get faster, right? And so we already know. We already know it's coming, man. It's coming. Yeah. What's the name of that shit you take to make you go to sleep? I don't know what they call it. I know they call it the liquid. Was it NyQuil? Yeah. Pacquiao is gonna meet. He gonna meet his NyQuil soon. I don't know. If he fight Earl, he might meet that NyQuil real quick. We see Christopher Jonet. He said, "Why didn't his feet help him get out of the way?" His feet said, "Oh shit, wrong turn." Yep. It wasn't nowhere. It wasn't no. He crying. He said it wasn't nowhere else for him to turn to, because Marquez was actually in the corner when he did that move. See, you can't do it when somebody's in the corner. You got to have more space. You see what I mean? Now you could possibly get away with it, but you can't do it. See, now the thing is, since Marquez was in the corner, that means when you do that move, it has to be the real move. You can't feint when you do it. You had to actually throw that right hand. You can't pretend to throw it, because there's no space to go nowhere after you feint, because now you're committed. And once he did that second jump and he was going to try to go to the body or something like that, it was too late. And I know he probably was like, oh, just like you said, he was like, oh shit. And then as soon as he said, oh shit, then Marquez said, timber. That nigga, he was like, boom. Yeah, his Triple J said his feet didn't even make a turn. Nope. His shit he went straight over. When he took that punch, his shit went together on his tippy toes and right on his face. Bam, that's it. And Harold Jones back in there, he said they will figure you out and time you if they see you too often. Yeah, Marquez had the advantage over most people, even though Pacquiao's been to sleep before. Oh shit, Streamlabs in there. Who's he messing with? He put a 3 times combo on something. He must have got. Did he get one of y'all? Y'all come back in and let me know if Streamlabs got you. Harold Jones or one of y'all that's not modded or something like that. And we haven't seen him in a long time. Christopher Jones at the bar, he said salute to Streamlabs. And then Sir Flame said, oh yeah. He said those days are over. Oh yeah, that quick, all that shit. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, all that trying to move and jump and all that old shit. I mean, he got away with it again with Keefe, but Keefe was stupid. Because like I said, that body shot shouldn't even have bothered him that much. He should have, if anything, his hand should have come. He should have pushed Manny when Manny got that close, and then Manny wouldn't have been able to land that hand up top. Or either get your hands up there. He might have still got knocked down because Manny was all into his body. It's like somebody stepped in between your legs. When your legs are open, you're going to go down. All they got to do is push you a little bit. Manny could have just went to the body, not even with nothing hard or nothing that even hurt Keefe, and still put him down. But Keefe needed to either throw his hands up, block that shit, or push Manny off or do something. He had a lot of different defensive stuff that he could have done, but he didn't do it. Yeah. And everybody shouting out the Streamlabs. Mike Hennigan shouting Streamlabs out. Said shout out Streamlabs. Then Triple J back in there. Spence will hit the Pac with a chloroform combo. Good night, Irene. Yeah. Yeah, he definitely go. Yeah, yeah, he gonna get hit. That's one thing you gonna get when you fight Spence. You gonna definitely get hit. Just like that shot, man. I'm like, I can't get over that shot, man. That damn left, man. God dang, man. He made Sean's lips hit the back of his neck, man. Them shits was like, and kissed the back of his neck and came back. I'm like, God dang. And you wondering why you went down? Tell me, oh yeah, my glove touched the mat. Yeah, your glove touched the mat. Your shit is not granite. He act like his shit like, oh, I shouldn't have went down. My chin is, your chin is not granite. If it is, it got some cracks in it now. And so you might have another spot. We know that your face, that you can't take a straight punch to the face. So no, you might not be able to take chin shots no more. That shit might be loosened up a little bit. But we're gonna see. Get your ass back in there. That's all we need to do is see. Yep. And Christopher's in there, he's at Streamlabs. He's not going to tell me salute. I'm about to put that wrench on your neck. That's right, on your neck, Streamlabs. Yeah. Streamlabs coming there. He coming there still trying to threaten. You know what I mean? Because he knows Sir Flame is modded up, right? He knows Sir Flame got a wrist, but he just letting Sir Flame know, like, he letting him know that I still got combinations. So he got it 3 times. He got a ring up, like a square for a ring. He got that 3 times in the ring. He letting you know that he's still the leader of the ring. He like, yeah, I'll still put wrench on your ass. Don't think because you modded up. He letting him know, don't get unmodded. If you get unmodded, that's your ass. Oh, Streamlabs in here with his shit. Who neck? Streamlabs. Yeah, Streamlabs like who neck? That's right. And then Harold Jones back in there said Earl changed the angle. He threw that left with Porter, and he never saw that shot coming. I don't know if he saw it coming or not. To me, it wouldn't have mattered if he saw the shot coming or not. That's his job, is to see whatever's coming. All I know is them lips kissed the back of his neck. That's all I know, man. He stretched, and plus on the big screen when they showed us, man, the big screen, of course they're going to make it that much bigger, so his mouth is like 5 feet wide, so you could really see them shits getting twisted. Earl knocked them lips all the way to the back of his neck, man. I'm telling you, that was a shot. Yeah, that was a shot right there, though. Yep. But the greats and stuff, the new greats is coming up, man. Out of that list that I showed everybody, I'm hoping that Chico Corrales, that he makes it. I'm hoping that he makes it. Shane, I think Shane is more of he's kind of a shoe-in for it because he's politicking and, he's, everybody, I don't want to say those words, but you guys, it is what it is. You know what the hell Sean doing. So Sean should make it. And who else? And Hatton actually got a chance. Because Hatton only got 3 losses. He actually, for a British fighter, he got a chance. I think he has a chance. Frotch, I don't know. Marquez is kind of on the bubble, but they'll probably let him squeak through. Only because he fought Manny so many times, and they always mention Manny all the time. They always mention Manny all the time. And you can't always mention Manny without mentioning Marquez. So him, of course, we already know B-Hop's there. So, and Tarver, I don't know, Antonio Tarver, he might be on some people's bubble. But he did a lot of things, though. I mean, he did good for boxing, I think. But some of his calls, he's kind of suspect on some of his fight calls, though. I mean, he's not bad, he's not horrible, but in that case, yeah. And then who else we had? Okay, we had Frost, and then we had yes, I said Diego. So Diego Corrales, Frost, Marquez. Yeah, a lot of people are, and another thing with Marquez, a lot of people is not gonna like Marquez to be in there because I say his PEE. A lot of people think it was PED, but I don't know. I'm not gonna try to get into all that. I'm gonna only get into that if we have like a big discussion about it and people start acting like that you have to be injected with PEDs. When they sell that shit in any store you go to, they selling all kinds of that shit. Even old people, they sell it for all of us. They always got something. They might not want to call it PEDs, but they got all kinds of stuff that enhance us and shit. They, instead of improving the food, You know, to have us eating the real food and stop hybriding all these foods and shit, and give us back the true foods that we had when we first got here, and the foods we were supposed to eat, because you're supposed to be eating from trees in the first place, and then all the trees is poisoned out, and then they adding poison to everything that you eat off of the tree. So, and you live over here in America, and they took a lot of the fruit out of here too. A lot of people don't even know that. A lot of the fruit that we have here that's indigenous to this country is not here no more. And some of them actually live in a spot where you see it. You see some of the indigenous trees here with the fruit, and nobody knows what it is. They don't even mess with it. They'll just walk right past it. Shoot. And if I see a tree, I go grab it. I'm like, oh wow, look at this. Don't even know the name of it, but it's like, I'm like, that's indigenous right there, and I go get the fruit. A lot of people don't even know that. They're like, how you know about that? It's right there. The fruit's right there. You know, you walk into one of these forests and you'll be able to grab some fruit that you never seen before. You're like, is that fruit? Yes, it is. That's natural fruit. But they got us on certain fruit that they just give us. What they give us? Y'all know the season. Seedless grapes, strawberries, pineapples, peaches. It's the same shit every year. But some places they'll allow you to get a little bit, a little bit better as far as the foods and stuff. They allow you to get better fruits and stuff. Maybe in Florida and some other places that they allow you to get some of the other fruits and stuff from the Caribbean and other places down south. But some places they don't allow you to get nothing, man. Your ass is just apples and oranges and grapes. That's all you are. Apples, oranges, grapes, plums. That's it. You're not getting the vegetables. You're not getting the right vegetables. None of that stuff. This captive place right here. You see out there, Chris Rayner? You see up there, you coming in late, man. You got to get here on time, man. But since you ain't here, mash that like button. But you got to get in here, baby. Because my lives, man, sometimes my lives get too live and then there's no replay on it. There's no replay. You got to replay it in your mind. Okay, Mike Hennigan, he said had Spence could have followed up with that punch, he would have knocked Porter out. Yeah, knocked out Porter. Yeah. That's what I'm thinking too. Let me clear my throat. I had to clear my throat, y'all. Yeah, but you're right, though. You're right. I was thinking that same thing when I was watching. I said, oh, man, it would have been nice if he would have, or just stepped back and shit. I would have been looking for the same shot again. That's what you do, too, though. I mean, you just time it like and make him think about something else, like feint low. Since he already thinking about it, feint low, make him go down low, especially because they complaining about low blows and knowing it wasn't. You can't help but low blow somebody who's all bent over and shit. Stop bending your ass over. You all bent over and shit, and then catch his ass with another one. Boom. He might have got two off. He's smart enough. He'll be able to. He is smart. I can't see everything for him. I know he's smarter than me when it comes to his boxing style. So, yeah, he'll be able to do it. Yeah, just get low and then come back and crack him. Yeah, so we know it might be a little bit of sliver of crack up on that side now. Thanks to Earl. Might be a sliver on that side, a little sliver of crack. And he might go for it early in the rounds, like this. Yeah, I'm gonna crack that chin. I'm gonna keep cracking that chin. Forget the body snatching. Yeah, forget the body snatching. Crack that head a few times. Make him raise up. See, then when you make him raise up, then his punching is not as effective because he's standing up and trying to throw punches without getting down and setting down on his punches. Yeah. But we got that Hall of Fame coming up. We'll probably do another list of them. We might do another list of them. So we can discuss them. You guys already know it. You guys know what time it is, but oh no, he's not here today, so he won't be crying today. Yeah, and that's I think that's Cypress and stuff. And so I got news coming in. So you guys should know. If you guys know me by now, you guys already know what's coming up, right? Let me know when it come up. When you guys see your friends come up, let me know. Put a one up when you see my friend. When you see your friends come up. Okay, Mike Hennigan said Eagles Web. He said when you have a chance, go back and watch Corrales versus Castillo too. That shit was fire. Yeah. Yep. They was fighting their ass off. Yep. I don't even hardly remember the fight, but I know they was battling. Yeah. Sir Flay said, get them likes up. Or boom, boom, pow, over. And my Mayweather's voice. Troll shit. Yo, there you go. Okay, so you guys see it. Once the troll train gets up there, you guys already know it's time for the troll train. Yeah, Cypress said, Cypress be saying, yeah, I be getting killed. He said, I get killed on that troll train every time. He said, every time I see the troll train pop up, he said, that troll train be killing me. Yeah, but we know what it is. When we see the troll train, we know what time it is. Okay, so our latest news, we got a couple of pieces of news out of the troll train. And the troll train is still scheduled, kids. So we still scheduled to get on this troll train. And like I said, all the reels is on the other side with no hope. The trolls don't give a shit. No restraints, no airbags, no tie downs, no rails. They just hanging out the windows because that's what they do. So they can say that they knew it was gonna happen that way. That's how the trolls do. But we on the other side, we just hoping for the best because we letting this train, take us for this ride. But the latest news on the troll train is that Andy Ruiz, his own self, and this was on Eastside Boxing that I read this article, and he's saying that if Joshua loses this one, that Joshua should go ahead and take some time off from boxing. Let his mind and everything, settle down. Decide if he wants to fight or something. I'm like, it's a good idea that he brings it out there, but why would a fighter tell another fighter that once I whoop your ass, you need to think about boxing. You need to probably just sit down and just think. Sit your ass down. And then he goes on to say that it was he said 1 or 2 losses is not gonna mess up your career. He said he's still a good fighter. He said he's the best fighter because he had all the belts, which I didn't agree with that because he didn't have all the belts, because we still got our king still got one of the belts, so none of them can have all the belts without Wilder's belt. So that's one thing I did disagree with him on that. But other than that, yeah, that's the only one that I got on the troll train. As far as when I say troll train, we can do troll train a lot of different ways, but right now we're worried because I don't have a which probably maybe when we get closer to the Devil's Deception in the desert in December, then I may have another screen, and we just want to hope. We just want to hope that train doesn't turn into this. It doesn't turn into this other train, and which we're gonna look at that right now. Which you guys ain't gonna like this one though. So we hope that train doesn't turn into this train right here. Because if we end up on that train, we really in trouble right there. If we end up on that last train, and that's where they try to keep us at. They try to keep us right there on that last train, fam. They just try to dog us like it completely. Like, yeah, y'all on this train. Get on there. Yeah, you got your ticket. Get on there. And you looking at the train starting up, and the damn it ain't nobody, ain't no conductor, ain't no engineer on the train. But you get your dumb ass on there anyway. Like, oh yeah. What, you got a ticket? Okay, yeah. Get up in the back. Y'all don't have to ride the whole train. We don't have a whole train. Y'all gonna just ride back there where we usually keep the supplies and wood. Just get up in there. And yeah, so so yeah, we hope that don't happen to us. Yeah. But we all got to get on there, baby. I'm sorry. That's how it is. Yeah. Let me get in there. Yeah, one. He said the troll trade. He said, yeah, Mike Hennigan crying. Surf Flames said troll trade. And then Mike Hennigan again. He said trolls hair blowing in the wind. They don't give a shit. They don't care if their hair blowing in the wind. And then Mike Hennigan back in there again said, which troll is neck? Yeah, which one of you troll is neck? Yo, whichever one come out, man. If they come out and mess with us, man, we gonna handle them, man. My chat gonna handle them. Y'all gonna smash them out. Fun chat. Hopefully I'm kind of down right now, but I made it through. Hopefully I feel better on the next time we do this thing, because we always do it. We always do another one, and I hope you guys got something out of this one. I know there's a few things that we had to go over today. I mean, there's a lot of like a lot of other stuff rather than what everybody else is talking about, and which I really don't know if they talk about what I talk about because I was so busy. I didn't get a chance to go into anybody's chat today. So if they are, then hopefully I added some kind of a twist to it. But we're gonna see how this thing work out, man. We're gonna see how the devil's deception in December works out, and we're gonna also find out who neck when it come to all these fighters, man. Because we can keep boxing chats going all damn day long because we got new information all the time, and I'm trying not to listen to any of these snakes, man. So the snake, like the snake and all them, I try my best not to listen to none of them, man. I just want to know, because in here we say let's see it. That's how we do it. We say who neck, and let's see it. Because if we don't know who neck and we not gonna see it, then there's all this conversation. Then we don't even want to hear. I don't want to hear it. If we see who neck, then come talk to us. Come talk to us over in Eagles Web Boxing. Yeah. Oh, sir, look at Streamlabs back in here in he in 3x form. He in 3 times combination form on somebody's ass. Maybe a troll did come in here and he took him out. And said, we're going to see which troll has that BCD. Yeah, you're definitely right. We're going to see which troll got the BCD. Sir Flav, y'all stupid. He said, we're going to see which one of the trolls got the BCD. Oh, yeah, hey, we got another one too, Sir Flav. We got the BBCD now. We got the British brittle chin disease. We thinking about even switching the BCD to British chin disease. But once I change it, then we're going to find out one of the Americans got that brittle chin disease, and we're going to change it right back. We might have to use it in categories. We might have to use it, like we'll use it for, if it's them, we'll say British chin disease. If it's us, we just say brittle. Yeah, but we're going to check it out, man. And I'm going to ride. Y'all just come back, and get back on that train with me too, man. We're on the other side of the train. We're on the right side. Let them trolls stay on the left side. But yeah, we got to do what we got to do, man. We got to do what we got to do. So we're going to be on that troll train. We're going to try to keep this boxing clean. And I'm going to try to, get you guys educated just a little bit better, a little bit more on boxing itself. So that way we won't get sleeping. And I'm just happy that I was able to realize, about the whole productions of boxing and sports and film and all that. I was like, wait a minute now. Because it just came back to light, because I remember working at this station. I'm like, okay, we make stuff look the way we want to, man. The producer and all them, they tell you what angle to hit. And I'm like, okay, so I'm not really, so they making me see what they want me to see. Because you got to think about it. The audience on television is the greatest amount of money. That's the greatest amount of money, because with the advertising and all that, and then you actually paying, that's the greatest amount of money. So they got to affect you more than they got to affect anybody else. You know what I mean? They got to affect you a lot more. So yeah, we're gonna look at all these different angles. We're not gonna get twisted up, man. We in the web, and I got my web watchers out there, and this is Eagles Web Boxing, but we ain't gonna get nobody all caught up like that. But I appreciate you guys coming through. And Mike Hennigan said another great chat. He said Eagles Web Boxing, subscribe to Eagles Web Boxing channel. That's right. Or don't end up being neck. He said hit that like button on your way out. And that's Sir Flame. And I got you, and I'm going to get you guys later, man. So my shout out to the LDBC, and my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. And I'm going to see you on another one, man. Until there, peace and all love to all the real ones.